back now that he's healed up a bit.
Big responsibility on Moose here with the util that he's gotten, watching both the boiler side and under tube. And with the alarm bot going off, that sounds the alarm for the players of C9 are falling back towards the spawn on the B site and getting 3 picks of their own, leaving only 2 alive now for MIBR in this pistol. No spike plant going down, and FRZ, he's stuck in a rock.
30 seconds left.
Between a rock and a hard place, and it's walled up everywhere as well. Trying to play the long distance against Rooney, but a great start to start in the retake. There's only one player playing towards his B side, and that's Vanity, trying to play the delay behind as well as the Viper. Here's all the footsteps towards the back, and Moose is actually able to move forward. They don't really need help yet. The crossfire is set up to drop 3. Spike planet for the attack site though, and the wall is up towards the spawn. Dash already activated, getting ready for Oxy to move in, not even needed either. Moose and Vanity
has a very big mountain to climb to tear through this economy, as well as these sites. They haven't found an answer yet, and they still don't have one.
It's too easy. He doesn't even need to lean out, waiting for the players to walk forward and not check the corners. Especially when the Dizzy's just been used. They have no other utility to try to clear out towards the site. At least to have that pendulum swing that allows our in the hands of Oxy. He's ready to land those shots.
And he does.
Spike planted.
Right through the cross.
Confirmed that RGL's playing towards the orb. Now being hunted down, couldn't connect that shot onto Moose as he gets hunted down by Oxy, who switched over to a Vandal. Even cancels up the wingman plan. 13 seconds left on the clock. Now MIBR has to commit to try to at least pick up that spike and get it down. So that's 1 player left to cover. 1 player left to plant. And then no players left alive for MIBR.
Pretty good on this defense.
Very good, actually. Alarm bot 2 close to that spike inside that pit as it's pulled up now by MIBR. They hear the updraft coming through. Oxy couldn't pull out his weapon on time. An opportunity now for MIBR to capitalize as the wall comes up. Nice shots coming through, and finally, MIBR score. More with that slow orb. Doesn't matter that he gets detained here. Actually, Oxy's pretty close. Runs it down, scopes in, and connects the shot. Now already the thrash comes out. You do have Oxy being detained, but his players are right behind him. Now the turret from the spawn to swing from the back.
RGL.
And Moose gets picked off by RGL. Counter wall coming through to allow the defense to get the defuse, or allow to at least the attempt at the defuse. It's halfway defused now. Off it. RGL still inside the site. Only Oxy left on a 1 versus 3. On the top rope. Gets the majority kill, but then dashes away as is too late here for C9 to go for the defuse.
Specific spot of yellow. So a neat little spot to play and avoid that util first hit.
There you go. Nice little first shot there by Oxy. It was actually Vanity that was inserted a little bit more forward towards green. Connects with 2 kills. Dancing across once again, winning that fight against Artazine, and finally gets avenged. Bonjo, that's going to spot him. Broken now, double swing coming through from both Zeppa and Rooney. The wall boost. Nice shots for FRZ. Overcooking that peak, and it gives a chance now for FRZ to fight back. He has lockdown. He has the shots, but doesn't have the angle. Oxy again. And that's wingmen down, no res available, and no wingmen plant. MIBR once again have to fully commit within the site to try the plant. Hunter's Fury out from the spawn from Rooney. Gets the tag onto FRZ. So they identify 1 player inside the tube, and everything that MIBR is currently trying to do on winning at least some sort of fight is getting fully denied. Not a crumb, finally a shot and a second from Artazine. But as he swings back towards middle, an ADS from Rooney was ready. Start punishing, especially with this comp, where now on the defensive side, they could delay a lot more. But GZ's looking to walk out. A pop flash, that's beautiful. But Zeppa's just right there.
We trade 1. We consider the trades though, right? MIBR loses Gecko. KJ down on one side for the attack, and even more as they trade towards Kitchen.
Both of these teams to start this pistol out. As Vanity is looking to walk forward, just around the corner, tucked in the wall, Artazine with the right-click classic.
Might be able to do with this comp, the flashes doubling up, being able to hit a lot of attacks. Could throw C9 off. But
that Artazine push. Now trying to break util, making sure nothing's on that B side. Allows for a safe plant to happen. No, maybe not. Off the spike, and it's going to be both players dropping in from the top of B.
It's just Molly util game right now. It's so hard for these teams to just break this line of scrimmage.
With the wall coming back up too, there's only 18 seconds left on the clock now. The gun battles will start with these shots coming through from MIBR. Nice little one on GZC as well. It's back to a 2 versus 1. Make that a 1v1. Tap on that spike. The lean out the ADS, and he misses the shot. FRZ's low in HP. Committed to the plant is Rooney. Out the window. FRZ gets the pick. Defensive half. Lots of pressure now onto C9 and the responsibility onto Oxy, trying to open it up with the Sheriff in hand, but it's loose on the top of the pipes. RGL was there to greet him right back and avenge his teammate. 4 versus 4 situation. Recon darts, good info being taken by C9. Wall coming up as they're trying to fight towards the back, but it's being held very well by RGL. Oof. There's that Rooney, the Sheriff that comes into play. I don't even know if he has a Guardian, if he knows he has a Guardian in his hands, and maybe he doesn't even care. Good with this weapon. There's that shot, but there was another player just behind. MIBR back within the A site. Sepa now waiting in front of 410. Flash coming up. He's half blinded. Now still trying to get that shot, but can't connect up to Mazine. It's a 3 versus 4 disadvantage for C9. Trying to delay this clock down. Fight towards the left side. Nanosword towards the front. Artisan trying to fight forward as well as Vanity gets the pick. But the shots are still coming through from MIBR. There's only one player left. Trying to dance around him. Trying to run the clock down. And Vanity's able to do it. No time left on the clock. Vanity swings out of confidence. But it will still be C9. 24 kills so far for Oxy on this matchup.
Crazy.
And speaking of him, in his POV, trying to find an entry, knows that there's one on the top of the nest. Beautiful flash, allowing your JC to stay back and potentially even make it out. Unfortunately, he falls. Zeppa getting the res onto Rooney. Oh, and that recon dart. So they heard one player towards the back of the spawn, and Moose is going on the hunt to take him down. Connects that shot. Now they'll have to book it here for RGL. Now they walled Rooney off. So yeah, he's pretty much in a one and done. At least he'll find the information here if he loses that fight. But will he? He will. Guardian shot right in the cranium. Another tight angle held by Zeppa. Zeppa forced to self-heal now, which is going to give less HP as he's the Sage player. Only at 50 in the fight towards the front. Artisan was available, but not too sure if he wants to use it here. Too many ults that are too strong to counter against his. And even util doesn't allow for him to get the plant down towards the ace. For it, RGL's a little bit too far even for snake bites to decay. Lots of util left and right. But the nanoswarm's too far away from that spike, which allows here for a plant or defuse to start. It's halfway through. Moose realizes that it's too late. He's gonna try to save behind and save his weapon. Definitely see here an upgrade for a weapon. Slore being thrown, so now they know Thrash. So a Gecko and a Sage are currently playing towards the kitchen. Trying to find a play, inching out towards the A side of that side. It's Rooney with that Sheriff. Almost connects onto that second one. And Vanity is at least able to trade towards that tube.
Vanity's pinched.
He has support a bit. It doesn't matter. His own support is the Guardian once again. But that and RGL and a JZZ are sticking together. There's a full wide swing. Potential lineup, the high-low crouch. Trying to get the spray on the last one. JZZ runs out of bullets, but it's the classic that saves it. That's why they needed that cancel, so they could use the Hunter's Fury on the Pulse plant. Bladestorm at the forefront, in the face of FRZ. Up in the air, denied by Mazine. And there's that fight with the Hunter's Fury.
Too early.
On to the wingman. Players are dwindling down. Disadvantage for C9. Lands that shot onto Artisan, but there's a defuse from JZZ. It's at halfway. He's trying to stick it. Nanoswarm pushes him away. It couldn't get broken there by RGL.
There's one.
He does get the kill onto Vanity. Recon Dart not getting any information. It's still at halfway. Almost no time left. Oh, he gets it from JZZ. The defuse and the extra rounds. Deniability here from the wingman to try to plant it for a generator. Activation from C9 to tempo back up towards the back of the site, but first blood is for MIBR still. Nanoswarm to delay. This time it's Zeppa that gets the lineup onto FRZ and JZZ. Shots up plenty on the side of C9.
30 seconds.
30 seconds left.
So much pressure here. MIBR moving forward.
Enemy
Not
remaining.
cleared. They had the snake bite to work with, but they decide to play the contact instead. A few players. But it gives a chance for the Owl Drone to clear out towards yellow if Rooney wants to use it. Dash and send on the top. How? How? Two of them fall, and that's B site open for C9.
For MIBR.
Still full util. in the hands of JZZ. Slorb's gonna help out a bit, and as we talk about that util, it's gone now as he falls. Artazine, close range shot onto Zeppa, but also lost his teammate in the process, and Oxy getting 4 in a round in that overtime, pushing it forward finally for Cloud9.
We have a mid play for first round here. Really mixing it up.
So the Viper Wall is going to help as well, so they can split here towards the A side. But Artazine's able to answer first with the Sheriff. Oxy immediately, though, there's just going left and right. When the wall came down, the backstab came through as well from FRZ. Long range battle as well onto Moose. As least now Rooney alone in his Viper roll. Spike now looks like it might be able to grab it. Nice long range dink. A second one long range. It will connect as well. Successful at the staircase for B main. And that's Vanity that's going to push through to get info. Somehow wins that fight against JZZ at an 8 HP left. He might fall towards the market. Paranoia. Okay, he knows that there's now 3 players towards that spawn. Make that 2. And finally, Artazine's.
They're going hard for this. Oxy ran all the way out of here, all the way up through. Just go to the team. Give me my ult. Where is it? At least one orb will go to you, Oxy. And great shots by RGL and Artzine here in spawn.
Is that the Cypher util is actually towards A to help delay even more.
Yep.
TP across, flash comes in, Paranoia, Showstopper out the lurk, manages to get a kill, but it's Oxy Showstopper to get the pick on to Artazine as well. Spike is now down, out in the open, GZZ anchoring it down, Moose is alone on a 1 versus 1, just around the dice. They're dancing around, Moose swings back out, JZZ, 4 in the round. Inside the market. All the responsibility here for that death ball inside the market of C9 to create that diversion. There's that Paranoia, and there's that push towards the spawn. It's beautiful from A to Z.
One enemy remains.
And C9 will move in for an open plant, and they're losing bodies for MIBR all across the map. A flawless in the end. Previous one, they have weapons to work with this time around. Trips a little bit closer, though. Easily broken up, and nicely done from the dog inside the market. Showstopper at the feet of FRZ. Cutting rotates on the top of middle. Caught! With knife in his hands. But Zeppa is trying to push back and forth. Overextension coming out from C9, being punished out. 3.
Back it, and that's what you need, though. All right, close up is JZZ. The smokes are going to clear. Paranoia's hit.
Beautiful. Double flash coming out. They could get punished here, but Vanity still gets that pick. Not a chance now for MIBR to even touch the spike. Plays by Moose as they enter towards this A site. Safe plant coming down for Cloud9. Paranoia. Once again for MIBR, trying to not give a chance for C9 to set up here on the pulse plant. Paint shells on the ground. Vanity answers back. A 3-on-3, but we're fighting towards the elbow. Showstopper available. Lands at the feet of Vanity. An advantage now for MIBR for the retake. The swing, the snake bite pushes them forward. Cannot land that shot. The smoke also allowing RGL to defuse it at halfway. Back to a 1v1. Trying to full stick and misses the shot as the defuse comes in for MIBR.
So quiet. They're like, all right, they have all the time in the world to prep these strategies.
Still
not
there,
being
though.
pressured.
Trigger discipline on 2 kills, and that's the spike down. Cage comes down across, and those 3 players inside the site are too much for Cloud9. Left to 1. Snake bite, manages to stay alive from that, gets hit by Satchel. But you definitely see there on that mini-map through the X-ray as well that he's about to get hunt down. 360, no scopes, whatever you want to do. As MIBR spike cap. Looking to get picked up here by Vanity. Meanwhile, the orb picked up by Oxy. Looking for a lurk and a play. Moose. A little bit difficult there when a boombot's running towards you at full speed. Couldn't win that fight. Not allowing here C9 to rotate back towards the B site. Also losing players in the process. Only Oxy and Rooney left alive against a full roster. Rooney with the pick with 40 seconds left on the clock to hold this A site. Oxy trying to walk forward. Lands that. Here's that Showstopper trying to clear out the site, but shoots it right away. Does not connect, but allows Rooney to swing out for the kill. And now it's a 1 versus 2.
He knows he at least safe has it here.
10 seconds left.
Trip available too for FRZ. Back at the Jenny, the shots, the execution from JZZ. So anything, if anything, they could do fast rotates here. So the camera looks like it was shot down or was pulled back here by Moose, but now it looks like JZZ finds that lure kill on the top of Pawn Shop. But C9 finally knows here the hit's coming towards this B side. They have players right there. They could cut rotates at the same time, but Artazine still wins that fight against Rooney. So we hear the rotates across from the middle side. Zeppa gets that pick. Oxy also fighting towards the B side and finds his kills in the front. And just like that, the fake that was so successful for MIBR becomes a failure in the post plant.
You talked
Oxy
about
sticking it, gets the defuse and the pistol round for C9.
The ability to transition from where C9 had positioned.
Only has a judge to work with, but he's playing it towards Dice. Fully hit by the paranoia fall. Fall goes to wall and also goes.
Site is a little tricky for them to take, but LGR Master's ready.
Stingbite doesn't allow Oxy to really close in with the rest of the team. Wall bang attempt not converted for Moose nor Oxy for the trade. So that leaves Rooney alone, and they hurt the Stinkbite coming in from the spawn. Easy one.
Oh my gosh. The timing here could hurt Rooney.
And it will. Great job here for MIBR to stay patient, waiting for that orb to come down for the fuel to be gone. Trying to make sure you clear out towards that Dice there with those pink shells, right? So Vanity's at the spawn, tries to go for an angled peek, but it's red.
One enemy remaining.
Only one player left alive here. Af gonna rotate back to support his teammate. Now lots of noise has to be made. Tap on that spike and the jiggle comes through. And you're just trying to run that clock down from one end to allow Moose to just fight that.
MIBR here who have control of tiles right now and not really understanding where C9 could be coming from.
They're coming from everywhere. Players are falling down. C9 so aggressive. Paranoia even hits JZZ. Seeker's just chasing him down and Rooney sees it. Running it down towards the tiles. Spike is down. TP4 now forced to be canceled so he can meet up now with Rooney and watch that spike. Things are looking pretty good for MIBR though to try to fight back. Yeah.
Vanity holding any push towards the right. Spawn covered.
Last player standing.
Well, so it was looking good. I mean, there was a lot of time to convert this round on the low buy that they had. Plant comes in, a 1v1. JZZ once again with the off angle. 4 kills in the round.
Start coming through. Nice denial of util. And this one's on Artsy and going deep.
Renito still manages to get that kill through the smoke coming now. And looks like it's going to be on the staircase for B main, but they're just tapping to try to force them out first. There's over-aggression, over-commitment, a flash that wasn't popped out that forces JZZ to turn away. Now the hat's thrown, and they get information on the last 3 players, closing the gap, closing in. Here's the sound of the cages. Oh, I love this, Bucky.
I knew you would say that.
Vanity is going to try to bring it out. The Chocobo cosplay.
Planted.
Just looking to make the chances a little bit easier for him, as he knows that both players are low here for MIBR. So capitalize on this kill, he'll not get it. Paranoia pushed him back for the offensive side as they go for a flash double peek for MIBR. First contact, 1-for-1. The backstab coming through from Cloud9. Up towards the air, denied by Vanity with that Sheriff. Looking for that tap. There's that first snake bite. Camera also gets broken. Vanity trying to push forward as the rest of C9 moves in with him, fully decayed. Beautiful crossfire set up towards the end. No time left there on that clock. Players are falling down, and Moose once again trying to save his weapon. The camera spots one trying to enter towards that side, which slows down this split, allowing here Cloud9 to pinch back towards the spawn. It works out as Vanity gets that first kill. And that second one, 2 onto Mazin, and there's those players inside the market, only leaving RGL left. While FRC's inserted in, backs against the wall. Zeppa looking to go for the flank, instead goes for the util. Showstopper out for Oxy, and Vanity doesn't need the help from Oxy. The last 2 kills allow C9 to win this series against MIBR.